Hello everyone. Hope you must have enjoyed my last video which was on different laboratory tests which is related to corona and what are the medicine options, what are the drugs for the treatment of coronavirus nowadays in practice. So in my last video also I told you that will have a discussion on COVID-19 vaccine which is a need of the hour and how we can choose the Indian vaccines what are available and how we can choose. So first of all, let's know that what are these vaccines. So these are nothing but the small amount of harmless forms of the disease. So in case of COVID-19, these are the different forms of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, and these will inject it to our body. Our body makes some antibodies against it, and when you will have the disease, it will encounter the disease and you are immune. So this is how do the vaccines work. So, is there any vaccine available for COVID-19? Yeah, we all know that there are some vaccines which are available in India and abroad also. So, let me tell you that there is in 170 countries the different testing of the coronavirus vaccine is going on. So, this testing is called the different clinical trials. Clinical trial 1, 2, 3, 4. So, like this. So, normally for these clinical trials. Four trials are too much required, and in case of emergency on the basis of the results of clinical trial 3 we can make the drug available. So there are four types of vaccines are available are now in research or in clinical trials. They are the whole virus vaccines, protein subunit vaccines, nucleic acid vaccines, and viral vector vaccines. So as far as the whole virus vaccine is concerned, so there are 15 vaccines which are on trial, 13 of the subunit vaccines, 20 of nucleic acid vaccine, and viral vector vaccine 15 are in trial. So some of them, these vaccines, they smuggle the antigens into the body, other use the body's own cells to make the viral antigens. So first of all, the whole virus vaccine. So where we need to, there is the SARS-CoV-2 specific strains of the SARS-CoV-2 virus are there, and will make it, engineer it to a non-pathogenic form, and we have to inject it to the human body, and the body will respond against, the body will respond, especially the T cells will attack, the antibodies will attack, and in this process the specialized memory B cells. So this you can see on the screen, the red one, they are the specialized memory cells. They memorize this particular type of strains of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, and whenever you will have an infection, they will prime your immune system and will subject to secrete the antibodies which will nullify the SARS-CoV-2 vaccine. So in India, we have a vaccine, Covaxin. So you all must have known the Covaxin, this Indian vaccine which is based on this particular technique, whole virus vaccine. In subunit vaccine is the type 2 vaccine for COVID-19. One of this type is in clinical trial. Instead of using the whole virus, another way to trigger the immunity involves using fragments of it like the spike proteins. These subunit vaccines have the advantages of being relatively easy and cheap to produce and are incapable of causing disease. Because of this, fragments are not able to infect the host cells. However, they are less likely to be recognized by immune cells aimed at attacking infected cells, which means they may trigger a weaker immune response. Because of this, subunit vaccines often include chemical agents called adjuvants, which are designed to stimulate a stronger immune response, and booster shots may be required to accelerate the immune response. Let's have a discussion on viral vector vaccine and mRNA vaccine. In both cases, the goal is to get a short fragment of genetic code taken from the target pathogen. In this case, the SARS-CoV-2 virus that caused COVID-19 into the patient cells. By hijacking the cellular mechanisms, these kinds of vaccines mimic the way viruses normally reproduce during natural infection, but Rather creating copies of the virus, the cells only produce large amount of antigens that then usually trigger a strong immune response. Let's have a discussion on the vector vaccine. Viral vector vaccine achieve this by inserting the genetic code for the antigen into a harmless virus, which effectively acts like a delivery system to get the code into the cell without causing disease. Vector based vaccine can be complex to develop but trigger stronger immunity. So, as we know now how the viral vector vaccine works, so we are fortunate to have two vaccines available in India also, say Covishield and Sputnik V. So these are the two vaccines which are the viral vector vaccine, and they generate a strong immune response. So now the question comes that in India we have how many vaccines are available and which vaccine we should use, and are we safe? Are we in safe hands? And how much they are effective, and what are the real facts of the Indian vaccines? So let's have a discussion on that. So the most important is the Covaxin and Covishield. The Covaxin is from Bharat Biotech, whereas Covishield is from Oxford AstraZeneca. So let's have a discussion on the Covaxin. So Covaxin is an inactivated vaccine. As we discussed earlier, it can be stored at 2 to 8 degree. So it is a very important factor here. As far as the efficacy is concerned, the preliminary trial in phase 3 trials, they showed an efficacy of 81%. Then we got a emergency approval in India and it has been given. But however, so this creates some controversy and about the efficacy trials. Then finally, they produced the efficacy trial in February 21. So by that time, a lot of people have already taken the vaccine. Then as far as Covishield is concerned, so Covishield is a adenovirus vaccine. So this is a viral vector vaccine, and which is collected from the chimpanzee and then it is engineered. So this gives a prompt immune response towards the SARS-CoV-2 infection and secretes the antibodies. Here the important point here is the second dose, although in Covaxin also we need to take the second dose, but here we have to say take the second dose of Covishield within a period of 4 to 12 weeks apart. If the gap increases, the efficacy reduces from 90 to 70% as far as the literature is concerned. So we should not have a too much of gap between the both of the two doses. So this Covishield got a approval on the basis of the phase 3 data received from Brazil and UK, created some controversy also because the phase 3 data was not available from India. So there are few concerns related to the Covishield vaccine, that is it creates the cerebral venous thrombosis or some clots in some of the countries like UK and Europe. So this is both of the vaccines which is now in trend in India. So we have to remember here that we need to give two shots of both of the vaccines. One shot is that means you are less protected, so there is no accelerated data that how much you are protected. Suppose the Covaxin claims of 81% efficacy. If you have taken first dose and you have not taken the second dose, you cannot say that how much it is effective or efficacious in your body. So normally it takes at least, after the second dose, it takes at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks that is for the secretion of IgM and IgG antibodies against this. So for this it needs at least 2 weeks. After 2 weeks you are fully protected as the claim by the particular vaccines is concerned. So this is very important. The second shot is very important here. And another important point to need to know here, that if you have taken Covaxin and Covishield, any of the vaccine you have taken, how you will know that whether they are secreting the antibody and we are protected or not. So you can do a antibody test. You can do an antibody test and always perform the antibody test after 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks, if you do the antibody test, then you can able to know that whether you are your antibodies has been secreted or not. Again, I need to highlight here one point, that we don't know the lifespan, the period of efficacy, that how much period you are getting protected. So you need to take all the precautions along with these antibodies. So another one antibody which got recently the approval, that is the Sputnik V from Moscow and Gamaleya. So let's have a discussion on this antibody also, which is going to be available in few days in India. So this is from the late stage trials results. It is confirmed that it has 92% efficacy, which has been published in Lancet Publication House. And this is a cold type virus which is engineered. So this is somewhat really same as that of Covishield. So after vaccination, the body secretes the antibody against the SARS-CoV-2 virus. So the second dose you need to take after 21 days. It can be stored at 2 to 8 degree. So the important point here is also there is no report of blood clot till now for Sputnik V. So the second dose is a very highlighted dose here, not like Covaxin and Covishield. The second dose is different from the first dose for Sputnik V. They both target distinctive spikes of SARS-CoV-2 virus. What is the idea? Why they do the second dose different? So they claim that if the two different formulas boost the immune system even more than the same dose, so you can get a long protection from Sputnik V. So besides this, there are some vaccines which are which will come in future to India. So one may be the Pfizer or BioNTech, which is a mRNA based vaccine. So you know that mRNA based vaccines are really good. They work very nice. But here there is one concern, that the storage is -80 to 70 for 6 months. But the good thing is it can be stored for 5 days at 2 to 8 degree. And as far as the CDC report, so the effectiveness of the Pfizer vaccine is 95% effective after the 2 doses. So the effectiveness as my analysis is concerned, so this is maximum. So there are a few good things in India. There are few vaccines in pipeline, like from Zydus Cadila we will get a vaccine, and Biological E from Hyderabad, which is merged up with Dynavax and Bayer's College of Medicine in USA to bring one vaccine in future. So besides this, the Geneva Pune is bringing a mRNA based vaccine, which is a very good vaccine, mRNA based vaccine in future. Besides this, Bharat Biotech is coming with another new vaccine, that is nasal vaccine. So as far as the vaccines are concerned in India, we are going to get a lot of vaccines in the future. But let's see that if the future will come, that how it is available to every publics who is getting who are really affected by the virus, or who are getting exposed to the virus, and how in future, how after the vaccines, all the vaccines, then we expect that a herd immunity will come and will get rid of the corona. So thank you so much. Please stay tuned for the latest updates. We'll have some updates about coronavirus, and the different we'll come up with some new topics of discussion for the awareness of the public, and especially for the educational purpose. Thank you so much.